Is it Stacy? Is it Keisha? Is it Nancy? Yo, it's your boy Wisdom Trades. We out here back at it with another one. It's currently, what day is it today? This is what day it is today. It's currently April 2025, the 17th. So, and tomorrow is Good Friday. Good Friday. Why is the market off in Good Friday tomorrow? Well, it's because tomorrow is Friday and it's a Good Friday. Point and blink. That's why markets are closed tomorrow. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Nah, but in all reality, market is closed tomorrow. We traded Monday, we traded Tuesday, we traded Wednesday, we traded today, which is Thursday. So let's see how the combined accounts are doing. Let's see how many accounts we have blown this week. Because last week we blown 7. And why am I getting so close to the camera? Nah, but man, I'm sick. I've been sick. I feel like I've been sick since the longest. I haven't been going to the gym. I haven't even touched grass since I just been so locked in the charts. So I think that's why I'm getting sick. Plus, my room is like so... I need like more ventilation in here. Because I keep getting congested. But it is what it is, you know. Beggars can be choosers. So yeah, follow the signals, not the sense. If you know where's that from, you are cooked. Nah, but all right, let's get to these Topstep account. So we haven't blown no accounts this week, by the thank of God. But let's see how we're doing. So let's launch Topstep. So markets are closed tomorrow. So markets are closed, everything's closed, futures are closed, stocks are closed, and they won't reopen, not tomorrow because it's a holiday, but they're going to reopen on Sunday, especially futures and overnight trading for big blue chip stocks. So let's see how we're doing so far. So this is my combine account. This is a main one. So if you see the last video I posted, I basically posted when I shorted NMQ at market open on Sunday. That was the last video I posted with this account, and that was me shorting it, and I made like, I think, I'm not sure how much, like 400 or 500. I'm not sure. I forgot the amount. I think it's 300. But point is, this account, I was down already initially because I was going to blow it up the first day that I got it. Doing dumb gambling, basically habits. Or I was just basically gambling with this account. Point blank. I was just trying to get lucky with it. So I was bound to blow it up. So I was 21 trades in. Like, let's look at my trades this day. First trade off the bat made $12.50, then lost $119. Then it was just snowball effect after that. Leveraging and then losing and then over leveraging and losing, over leveraging and losing. Good recipe for destruction. So yeah. So we had that day that we were about to blow up our account, but by the miracle of the risk settings that I kept changing that day, I did not get to blow it up. So it was by a miracle, to be honest, by a miracle. So I had a weekend to think over my actions, to think over my decisions, and I was like, you know what, I gotta lock in. Since I didn't blow it up, I still have a chance to potentially pass it. And if I could get from this drawdown, 1,700 drawdown, and pass this funded, then honestly I'm the GOAT. And that will prove to myself that I'm disciplined. That I'm a disciplined and consistent trader. So on Sunday we had that banger trade. $500. Like, I even journaled it. So I entered like I'm telling you, telling you guys there was a lot of bad news, negative news over the weekend. Come Sunday, 5 p.m., future session open, and then I looked to short. I looked to enter a short. I entered a short. I rode it, sold a little bit too early. Could have sold if I hold it, but it is what it is. And that's what netted me $500. And I had about 5 contracts with this one. Yeah, I had 5 lots. So that's how I made $468 that day, the Monday. And that was on Sunday. On Monday, actual trading session, I did not trade. So then the next day, Tuesday, I took 5 trades. I made 171. Let's see. I think my first trade was a banger. First trade, I lost $20. Managed my risk pretty nicely. As you can see, I was basically going for the short. I had the right idea. I was going for the short, but then since I have like tight stop losses, I just got stopped out. So I went for the short, got stopped out. Should have entered right here, and then price went towards where I wanted it to go. Can't win them all. But then my next trade was 135. I went in with 15 contracts. That's so dumb, honestly. But I pretty much seen that my theory was correct. So I literally just went with more. I just over leveraged and went with the trend. So this wasn't a pretty bad trade. I was quick in and out. But as you can see, same thing. If I holded those 15 lots, I could have made way much more. Probably had a $1,000 day right here. And then Wednesday was yesterday, but I did not log in my trades. But I took I was taking quick scalps. Like as you can see, first trade lost $22. Second trade made $56. Third trade lost $14. Fourth trade made $95. Next trade lost $2. Next lost $120 and then $137. So I was just copying right here. As you can see, my P&L, it was just so perfect. And then today, I just couldn't win the trade for some reason. And then my account just got locked out. I had a $200 daily loss limit, but I also had 5 trade limit. So once I basically took my last trade, I basically just got locked out and called it quits for the day. So I only did 5 trades, and as you can see, I was managing my risk very nicely. I got stopped out here today. I basically went in for the short. I had the right idea. I went in for the short. I had the right idea, but then I got stopped out really quick. And as you can see, my entry should have been right here on top of this fair value gap and should have rolled it all the way down. But yeah. And then I got stopped out for $25 in that one first. And then I got stopped out for $30, and then $23, and then $24. And then I hit my 5 trades, and then I just got locked out my account. So honestly, if I didn't get locked out my account, I would have definitely kept on over trading. I would have kept on revenge trading, trying to make back those $100 that I lost. But good thing, and shout out to the risk settings, because of that, it basically saved my account. Because I could have easily blown this account up, especially with me, especially since I know that I cannot handle losses. I basically need to set these guardrails for myself every single day, because 1, I don't have emotional control. 2, I'm barely 11 months in trading. I need guardrails. These are training wheels, basically. If you cannot control yourself, whether it's handling a loss and just taking that loss and moving on for the day, if you cannot do that, then honestly, you're gonna have a bad negative feedback loop with your trading. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to be consistent. You're going to have weeks of consistency. And then you have one negative bad day. You have one bad day. And then you snowball effect that. You lose and you lose and you lose and you lose. And then what's the most obvious thing to do? Obviously over leverage, because this setup looks pretty nice, and this setup is gonna make me back all the money that I just lost. But then what happens? You get in a slight drawdown, and then you cut your position, and then you're way more deeper in your red. So if you're a beginner trader, I will highly recommend you guys to lock your accounts. If you have difficulty with keeping discipline, if you have difficulty with taking 3 steps forward and just taking 1 big step back, definitely if you're using Topstep, use these risk settings, because that's why they're there. Save your account, save yourself headaches, and save your money from basically resetting all the time. And trust me, this comes from somebody that has blown their account 7 times in 1 week. 7 times. But I already know that if I had used these risk settings, if I had set a daily loss limit, I wouldn't have blown those accounts, because it would have been mathematically impossible to blow up those accounts. But yeah, as you can see, today we had a bad day. We lost 5 trades. We lost $104, which was pretty manageable, besides being up $695 on the week. But being locked out, it basically gives me the chance to go into the next trading day with a fresh mindset, besides losing yesterday, and just having a fresh new set of opportunities. And that's a beauty of being able to handle your losses, because losses are inevitable. You're going to come across a loss in your trading journey, no matter what. Nobody has 100% win rate, or even a 90% win rate. That's impossible. It's impossible. So if you're a trader and you don't know how to handle your losses, or not even a trader, but if you're somebody who's really competitive, if you're somebody who hates losing, if you're somebody who's always a winner, especially boys, especially us, bro, you are literally just like me. I hate losing. I'm so competitive that I'll literally bet on anything. I'll beat you on anything, name it. But if we come into this trading world with this mindset of being a winner, and trust me, that's how it is in the world. We gotta be a winner. We gotta have the best business. In soccer, we gotta be the number one. In basketball, we gotta be the number one. In sports in general, we gotta be the number one person. Whatever it is, we as boys, we're competitive, bro. We just wanna win. We wanna win. And we don't want to lose. We hate losing, bro. That's how we are as boys. It's in our DNA to not lose. But when you take a person like this, for example, me, and you put them inside of the trading world where losses are inevitable, where you're going to have to come across a loss in your trading journey. And if you're somebody like me, bro, you are cooked. That's why it takes people a lot of years to basically learn this game, because you gotta familiarize yourself with the losses. You gotta know how it feels to lose, and you gotta be comfortable with losing. You gotta know when to walk away, and easier said than done. It's easy to say that. It's so easy to say that, but it's hard to do it. It's really, really hard to do it. It's just like one of those things where you say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Or it's just like saying that you're gonna go to the gym in New Year's, but doing it, it's hard. Waking up when everybody has a lazy day and having to go to the gym, it's hard. Going outside, seeing the rain, seeing the snow, seeing the bad weather conditions, and still having to go to the gym, it's hard. But it's literally just like trading. It's hard to stay disciplined. It's hard to walk away when we're losing. It's hard to basically not revenge trade. It's hard to not put on more size to get more money. It's hard. Easier said than done. But that's why you gotta practice it every single day. Build that relationship with your emotions. But yeah, basically that's what it is. You gotta build It's not like you're gonna become a robot and just get rid of all the emotions. That doesn't happen. We are humans. We cannot run away from our emotions. But one thing that we could do is build a better relationship with our emotions. Be better at absorbing our emotions. Be better at noticing when our emotions are getting triggered. And that's why it's so important to journal your trades. Because for me, and this is for me personally, I've been journaling all my trades, and I noticed that every single time I blow up one of my accounts is because I get into I start losing trades. I start losing 2 or 3 or 5 trades in a row, and then I tend to just lose it. That's my trigger. Noticing when you are about to go into that caveman mentality. So what am I gonna do now? Okay, I'm in a string of losses. I'm gonna walk away. Just like today, I was in a string of losses. I had 4 losses in a row. Okay, 4 losses in a row. That's it. You're getting locked out of your account. Come back the next day. Perfect. But I don't know why. If you're a Topstep trader and you're not using the risk settings, especially if you're a beginner, like, bro, you deserve to blow up your accounts, honestly. You deserve to blow up your accounts. And I do not feel bad for you. But, bro, they're there for a reason. Use them. So, yeah, and I'm not saying I could definitely still blow up my account. But if I use the risk settings and I'm just keeping my losers small and holding on to my winners a little bit longer, then it's just mathematically impossible for me to blow up an account. So this is my first account, the one that's still standing. So all times, I'm profitable 32% of the times, which is really, really low. It's really low. But I think having all these bad trades this day basically messed up my win percentage. Total P&L, $1,000 loss. Average win rate, 1 minute. Average lose trade, 1 minute too. So I gotta work on that. Average winning trade, $91. Average losing trade, $82. It was higher, but I'm slowly getting it down lower. Trade direction, 22 short, 18 long. So it's kind of half and half. Best trade, 496. Worst trade, 278. Most profitable, okay, yeah, and those are my stats so far for this week. So we made $695 this week. Nice, good job, patting myself on the back. We're gonna lock that in and we're gonna take that home. We just gotta make $1,000, and I'm not gonna rush the process. I'm gonna try and do what I'm doing. I'm gonna try my best to average $200 a day. But if I can't reach that, then it is what it is. But the goal right now definitely is to average about $200 a day. That's my goal. Nothing more, nothing less. All right, so, and then these are all my accounts. So I blew up 7 accounts in 1 week. And then this is my the last account I had. And then I decided to open another account up on the 16th, which was, it was not yesterday. Was it yesterday? I guess it was yesterday that I opened up this second account. So I have 2 active accounts right now. I know you guys could hear those dogs right now. But this second account is way much better. Even though I told myself that I'm going to take... No, the goal with this account is just... initially it was just to trade gold. That's it. But then gold was moving a little bit too slow for my liking. So I just didn't like it. I need to change that name. But overall, win percentage out of... which is not a lot. Out of 41 trades, my win percentage is 60%, which is really good. And I'm more and more calculated with this account. So far we are up 394. Total number of trades 41. This is what I'm mostly part of. Total number of trades 41 trades, and total number of lots traded 49. So that means that on average I'm pretty much just trading one lot. That's it. I'm not like over leveraging. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm staying disciplined, staying consistent, which is really good. Average trade duration, they last about 1 minute because I'm a hyper scalper. So sorry about that. That's really nasty. Got all these boogers in my mouth and now I gotta swallow them back. Alright, so average trade duration 1 minute. Alright, so I'm scalping with this account. I'm scalping with this account. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm scalper. I'm scalping on this account. But if I have a good entry and I have range and I have plenty of profit targets, then I'm gonna take the risk and hold a little bit longer. But average win duration 1 minute and 15 seconds. Average loss duration 31 seconds, which is very, very nice. And I'm proud of these stats as well. Because one, that shows to me that I'm holding on to my winners a little bit longer. And for my losses, I'm cutting them quick. The thing with me is that the type of trader I am is that I need to get the lower wick or the high. I need to get the lowest wick or the highest wick. Meaning I need to basically enter on the bottom or I need to enter on the top. That's it. Basically meaning that if I enter a trade, I want to be green right away. I don't want to wait for my trade to turn green and then write it. I want to be green right away. I want to enter in the perfect moment. I want to enter when it's basically going to reverse right away. And I've been basically practicing that since the longest and I'm getting good. But with the strategy that I'm trying to do, I don't even call it a strategy. Because ever since I got in with Topstep, I just been trading support and resistance, fair value gaps, and just riding the trend. Trading those EMA bounces as well. Really, really good. But I'm gonna definitely write out a playbook so I can have it in note so I know what I'm doing and what not to do. Because if you're a professional trader, you gotta do that. You gotta develop your playbook of trades. And that's something I definitely need. And I will have that by next week. So yeah, cutting my trades really quick and letting my winners run. That's what my stats are telling me. Average winning trade, $24. Average losing trade, $13. So that's true. I try and cut my losses around $10. And I guess average win trade is 24, 25. But I usually shoot for, right now, 25. I need to shoot for higher. Or next week, I might just even trade with 2 lots only because I'm trading with 1 lot on average. And maybe I got to risk $20 and make $50. That'll be a good win risk to reward ratio as well. So trade duration with this one, I'm 37% short, 4% long. So definitely a bearish bias that I have with this account. Best trade so far, $124. Worst trade, $19, which is pretty respectable. It's really nice. And I did that with 1 contract. Both of them. Which was nice. Pat myself in the back. Like, when you're a trader, you gotta enjoy those small wins. You gotta see your stats, and if you're killing it, then pat yourself in the back, man, because victory is a victory. And these stats are pretty nice. I just gotta keep up the consistency. Alright, so, and don't get me wrong, as I'm telling you, I got some 5-10 minute holds. So yesterday I did not log in my trades for this one. Today I did just for a few. Just for like my best trade. Oh no, just for like 2 of my best trades. So yesterday, as you can see, I was hyper scalping. Ended up making $12, then $13, then 69, then had a big jump, 170, then had like a little, a kind of big drop, and then I'm pretty sure I over leveraged a bit to make my losses back, then ended up at 193. And as you can see, I was hyper scalping the whole day. That loss was due to like consecutive losses. Well, I was managing my losses very nice. And then today I only did 11 trades. And I did journal them. So the first trade of the day was a banger with 125. So I basically was looking for that short. And this was a short that I was looking for with my other account, where I got stopped out right here being too early. And then I basically caught the top with the first trade and then rolled it all the way down. Like right away I was green. On this short. We had a little bit of consolidate. We had a bit of a choppiness. Why can I not zoom out? Okay, so right here, I got stopped out in my other account, and then I opened this account. Seen that short setup, I entered on the short. Right away, we had this big candle that dropped. We had a bit of choppiness. I was like, okay, let me wait for this. Okay, let me not sell here. Let me just get my emotions together. Let me wait for that second leg down, and I'm gonna sell. So second leg down, boom, we broke previous lows. Boom, had this big candle, boom, and then I sold kind of quickly. Very quickly, too quickly. And then we had a range to go all the way down here, which I knew, but I just sold very quick because I didn't want price to just reverse and wash me out. So yeah, as you can see, I got range. I know when to enter and I know when to not enter. And I know where the top is and I know where the bottom is. But only problem that I be having is just holding on to them winners a little bit longer. Having more confidence. But I mean, I'm slowly getting better, so can't really complain. So that was a first banger trade I had. Then I had $6 trade, $19 winner, $7 winner, $4 winner, $16 loser, $15 loser, $15 loser, $17 loser. Then 255 winners because I entered with 2 lot sizes. And then my last winning trade was 102. So I basically seen price consolidate. This was a bearish fair value gap and this was a bullish fair value gap. And I seen that price was just trading between both. So I was like, okay, you know what? Price is respecting, so let me respect what it's doing. So as you can see, consolidating, we're ranging. So I'm like, okay, let me wait for range to go above resistance. And I'm gonna basically enter with 2 lots and I'm gonna sell them once it goes back down to the support. So then that's what I did. Resistance, rolled it to support, I covered, and then boom, we got this big bullish candle that I saved myself from. If I wouldn't have sold close, I would have gotten stopped out nasty on that one and probably been red on the day, but that was good. So yeah, that's how I'm doing with my accounts. And yeah, we don't trade tomorrow, Friday, but we do trade back on Sunday. And then next week is our free game. But yeah, that's how I'm doing with my combine accounts. And with my live Robinhood account, like I could show you guys my live Robinhood account. I really think I have nothing crazy on here. Yeah, so today I lost $14. And I've been on like a losing streak with my live account. So I was up 300 and something, 300 and something. Like, obviously, first week, second week, I killed it, managing my losses, holding on to my winners a little bit longer. Today was supposed to be a $90 win day, but it didn't plan out how we wanted it to, and we ended up cutting for a short loss. Did I even log that trade? I think I did. But yeah, as you can see, I had bad week this whole week. But I'm proud of myself because, well, to me, in my eyes, I'm managing my losses. And I don't even want to show you guys my stats on this account because I know that's horrible with this week. I fucking knew it. So, number of winning trades. Out of 26 trades, I've won only 7 trades, which is a 26% win rate. Really horrible. Really fucking horrible. Number of losing trades, 19. Average winning trade, 82. I mean, okay. Average losing trade, 26. I mean, it's still profitable. Largest gain, 297. Largest loss, 87. Average hold time, 1 hour. Average hold time for losing trades, 19 minutes. I mean, my stats are not... I mean, that win percentage is just so fucking horrible. But yeah, as you can see, this week I had bad luck. If I would have cut that trade that I had today at $90, I would have just lost $90 today. It would have been still okay. But this was a trade I took today. Okay, we rolling. Don't you just hate when you recording and then you basically lose your footage? Alright, so basically breaking down today's trade where I could have made $90. So look at the bias. We've been trending downwards ever since Nvidia basically got their their chips. They got banned in China or something. But point is, Nvidia went down 5% in aftermarket hours, which brought the whole market down yesterday. Price just... Honestly, I wanted to enter a short right here yesterday, but then price would have stopped me out with this big green candle. Then I wouldn't have catched it. But if I entered a put right here, it would have definitely banked. So today we opened up bullish at 3 a.m. and then market opens, we just have a sell-off, and I'm like, okay, let me put my short cap on. Price basically comes up. I'm waiting for that. Okay, so this is what I basically told myself at market open. I'm like, okay, price might fall. And if it does fall, I want to enter on a pullback. Meaning, this is a pullback. If the price is going down, pullbacks are going to be to the upside. So I waited for that pullback and I entered my put right here. Literally exactly right there. Sniper entry. And then I rode it all the way down. I was up about $90 right here. But then we had another pullback. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait for price to go back to this 90 EMA again. And I'm going to enter the second position. Since I'm already deep in the money with this contract, I'm going to enter another one. As you can see, I was a little bit too early to this one, to the party. And then price just came all the way up to where I wanted to buy. But just not having patience, entering a little bit too early, made me get out with both my contracts for a loss of $14. So sometime I basically wanted like $200, $400 from this trade. I literally thought price was just gonna go all the way back down, and this was my target right here, 438. This was my target. I was gonna enter right there my put, and I was gonna ride it all the way down for it to make a lower low. But it didn't. There was a bullish fair value gap right here, which I can't show you guys, but it was right there. So yeah, that was my trade for today. That I lost $14. I was basically risking like $20. Even though I was risking $20, I was up $90 on the day, but I just did not sell. I was literally I was following my plan, you know. I was like, if it does not reach my take profit, why am I gonna sell early? Even though it's $90, you know, $90 is still good money. But you gotta follow the plan, and that's what we're trading for, right? We're not trading to make money. Like obviously that's a goal, but point is you gotta focus on becoming a better trader. You gotta focus on following your plan, following your take profits, following your stop losses, making sure you're cutting when you know you're supposed to cut and when you tell yourself to cut. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just broke down my live trade, my Robinhood account for you guys. And yeah, like for example, today what I was waiting for price to do what it basically did on this day that I caught this massive short. Like this short was a banger. I'm patting myself in the back for this trade. Even though I sold a little bit too early. So I basically entered for a put right here a little bit too early. But I basically just rolled it all the way. Whoa, that's crazy. No way price just closed right here, literally at the top. That's crazy. So yeah, I entered a put right here. I was waiting the whole day. Price was just crushing down. And I ended up selling right here for a $200 win. My max potential was 679. So if I would have held till market close, I would have made a pretty decent chunk of change. $600. Like that was perfect. That's a beautiful trade. And I should have waited for market close. But that was basically what I was trying to do today. That's exactly what I was trying to do today with this one. That's why I did not sell for 90. Because maybe it could go way more down, you know? Maybe I wanted price to reach this target, 437. That would have been nice. I would have easily been up $200 right there. But yeah, I entered that put here. I was profitable, $90 win right here. Didn't sell enough. Entered a second position, big mistake. So it should have just hold to that one contract for the rest of the day, to be honest. But it is what it is, you know. You live and you learn. That's why as long as we live to trade another day, that's what matters. But yeah, I just broke down my Robinhood account for you guys, and I broke down my 2 combine accounts for you guys. Now it's time for you guys to get up out of here. All right, but that's it for Wisdom Trades. We out. Showed y'all some knowledge. Showed y'all some wisdom. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys learned in the comments, or let me know what you guys want to see for the next videos in my comments. Comment down below. Like that button. Hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Like honestly, it's crazy because I don't even know, but I'm a small YouTube channel. Subscribing, liking, and comment will really help and support small businesses like me. So please help a poor kid in need. But yeah, Wisdom Trades, we out, baby.